It's the video Outhouse. Makes you want to fight. Here's some fight news with Comic Book Man and that feisty expert, Bo. Take it away, boys.
Hey kids, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome to the Video Outhouse. It's time once again for MMA fight news here in the Outhouse, and I'm joined once again by Mr.
Fight.
Mr. Punch in the Face himself.
How you doing, kids? I'm Bo. How you doing?
Oh yeah, it's Bo. And this is your teachable moment in Croatian pronunciation once again. First story up is James Robert Malik. He was convicted of voluntary manslaughter in the killing of his stepson.
Yes, he killed former UFC fighter Justin Eilers at a Christmas party of all things. Apparently there was a party at his mom's house, and for some reason Eilers' ex-girlfriend was there, and a fight broke out, and then a gun came out, and Eilers got killed.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Doesn't say Christmas like hey, it's Christmas time. Wait a minute, didn't my son get killed last Christmas?
Shot in the head.
Voluntary manslaughter.
He could face 15 years of prison and or a $15,000 fine.
For 15 years in prison, I'd really sweat the fine.
Oh, holy crap.
Now, when they asked Miss Eilers' mom how she felt about the verdict, she goes, it doesn't really matter because my son's still dead.
Yeah, well, you got that going.
So, hey.
You got that right, yeah.
Stupid question.
Okay, anyway, moving on to a happier topic.
Thank you.
Randy Couture has dropped down to the light heavyweight division.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that should make the Malik family feel much better.
He's considering dropping down to the light heavyweight division.
Well,
he hasn't
considering.
done it yet.
Considering.
And actually, I think he's fought at light heavyweight before, and the light heavyweight division is actually pretty crowded over at UFC, so that means he would be a marquee star. If you've seen Couture, he's not a really big, imposing guy anyway. He just basically beats you with skill.
Okay.
And technique.
Matt Hughes has signed an exclusive with the UFC, so you ain't going to be seeing him anywhere else.
Matt Hughes, who lives actually not that far away
Exclusive
from us.
extension.
He signed an extension with the UFC. He says this is the last contract he is going to sign ever. They don't know who his next fight's going to be against. Matt Serra, who he has a big problem with, wants to fight him. But Hughes says the UFC basically said, well, we've got some guy in mind that you've never fought before, and so Hughes might do it. By the way, if there's ever another UFC card in Chicago, Hughes will be here because he lives not that far away from us in Iowa, and apparently he comes to Chicago all the time. I always like Matt Hughes. He's a real nice guy. Real cool.
Hey, Bo.
Yes?
What's the main event for UFC 107? Like I care.
Well, there's actually two main events, boys and girls.
Two! Not one, but two.
It's a co-main event. Remember the last time we talked about the BJ Penn Diego Sanchez fight in November? It's not happening in November. They didn't get the TV deal worked out, although they did talk about it. It'll be at UFC 107 on the 12th of December. The co-main event will be Quentin Rampage Jackson versus Rashad Evans. By the way, Quentin Rampage Jackson, they're doing the A-Team movie pretty soon. He's playing B.A. Baracus.
I pity the fool. I pity the fool.
And if you look at him, it actually makes a lot of sense. Dana White's not happy about that because he says, well, if you're doing the movie, how hard exactly are you going to train? But he says, I can train and do the movie at the same time.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. The A-Team movie will be forgotten 3 months after it comes out, just like the SWAT movie was forgotten 3 months after it came out.
Well, no, this one actually has a good... It's got Liam Neeson in it.
They're all good until they come out.
It's got Liam Neeson, it's got Bradley Cooper, and some foreign guy. And it's directed by the guy who did Smoking Aces, Joe Carnahan.
It's based on the A-Team, for Christ's sake.
Well, yeah, it is based on the A-Team.
Before you get to UFC 107, though, you have to get through UFC 105.
Yes.
What's up with that?
UFC 105 will be in Manchester, England. Yeah, I saw Fame years ago, and they're doing a remix I'm talking about.
What?
Did you ever see Fame?
Yes.
There was a bit where
You're going to live forever.
Yeah, there's a bit where some guy singing Manchester, England. I'll forget it.
Oh, just move along.
November the 14th, Manchester, England. It's got two main events. It's got Michael Bisping, who's from Europe, and Dennis Kang, and also Dan Hardy versus Dong Hyun Kim. That fight is more than likely going to be on Spike TV because they don't have the same time zone over in England, and when the fight will be taking place at the time we usually watch a pay-per-view, it'll be like 5 in the morning.
Okay. I hear there's a bitch fight, literally. Developing between TNA, which is wrestling, and MMA, which is fighting. Okay, and it also sounds to me like TNA is trying to get more people to watch them. Because that's the only reason you do something like this in the first place.
Well, TNA's Terror, also known as Victoria, she apparently is involved in some online smack talking with Randy Couture's ex-wife Kim, who's had some MMA fights. Basically, she said, well, I could take her out in a fight and I could beat her ass. And Couture goes, you've never even had an MMA fight before. And then Terror goes, yeah, but I broke Beth Phoenix's jaw with a slap, and I picked up someone who's like twice her size, so I could kick your ass. And then
Is she single?
Yes, they're both single.
Hey, guys, she's single. And she's probably going to stay that way for a long time.
But basically, the big problem with this fight is the fact that when they mentioned that Tara challenged her, Kim Couture goes, "Who the hell is she?" Then she saw a picture of her and she goes, "She looks a little fat to me. You think she can get down to my weight class?"
Oh, they're dissing each other. They're dishing and dissing.
Two words. Meow.
Right.
Meow.
It's a cat fight, so if this fight actually happens, then it could be interesting. And if you've ever seen Tara up close, because she was at the con,
Yes.
she's attractive, but she's attractive in a scary kind of way.
What is attractive in a scary?
Don't make it mix.
She could, if you didn't want to have fun with her one night, she'd just beat your ass. That's basically the way it looks like.
I'm at the point where that would be fine too. I mean, I'm easy.
That's all the effort I'm willing to put in.
Put on the heels and let's go for it. So anyway, that's it. We're done. We're out of here.
That's all we got.
Little Jeff, wake up, Jeff.
I don't know.
Little Jeff just fell apart.
That heel comment. The views of this man did not necessarily reflect the views of YouTube. Well, they do reflect alternate reality.
You haven't been looking around YouTube lately, have you?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're done. We're out of here. We're wrapping up. We're running out of tape. We gotta go. So this is Comic Book Man
And Bo
saying stop at the website www.myalternatereality.com. Until next time, see ya. Bye.
Bye.
Keep up the good fight.
Bye.